Hi, my name is Maddie. I'm going to be guiding you through a short balancing flow today. It's a fun, kind of funky half moon focused flow. I'm going to be using one block for practice today. If you like to have a block for half moon or revolved half moon, I would suggest keeping one towards the top of your mat. And we'll go ahead and get started in child's pose today. Bring your knees out wide towards the edges of your mat, toes come to touch behind you. Sink your hips back towards your heels, and then curl your hands out in front of you. You can rest your forehead down on the mat. And just take a few moments here to settle into your body, into your breath. Start to deepen your breath. Long, full inhales, letting all of your air go on your exhales. We'll take a few rounds of breath together. Big, full breath in. Open mouth exhale. Another even bigger breath in. And let it go. Last one, biggest breath all the way in. And empty out. Now seal your lips. Beginning to move your breath in and out through your nose, building your Ujjayi pranayama. And then start to move your body, maybe stretching your fingertips forward towards the top of your mat. You might roll your forehead side to side. Take any little movements that feel good here. We'll meet in a couple breaths in a tabletop pose. Move slow. Start to find your tabletop, stacking your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees. Spread your fingers out nice and wide. Inhale, cow pose. Drop your belly and lift your gaze. Exhale, cat. Round your spine. Tuck your chin into your chest. Again, inhale, cow. Send your tailbone up to the sky. Exhale, cat. Press the back of your heart up. Keep moving through these a few more rounds with your own breath. All right, bring a little bit different movement into your spine, or you can just stick to your cat-cows. One more round, then we'll meet back in a neutral tabletop. And from your tabletop, extend your left leg behind you, tucking your toes at the back of your mat. Kickstand your right knee out to the right, roll onto your left heel. Reach your left arm high. We'll find a modified side plank. And from here, you can find some movement in your arm. Maybe stretch your arm forward or take a big circles with your shoulder, with your wrist, starting to lengthen out through the left side of your body. Reach your left arm back to the sky and start to lift your torso up to find a gate pose, stacking your shoulders up above your hips. And we'll find a counter stretch. Take your left hand to the outside of your left leg. Reach your right arm up and over, finding a nice stretch into the right side of your body. Inhale back through your gate pose. Exhale to your modified side plank. Now lift your left leg up off of the mat. Bend into your knee and reach your left hand to catch the outside edge of your left foot or your ankle. Finding a little stretch, kick your foot into your hand, start to open up through your left shoulder. Take a breath in. Exhale to slowly release your bind, coming back to your tabletop. And we'll take that to the other side. Extend your right leg behind you, tuck your toes. Kickstand your left leg out to the left. Reach your right arm high, roll onto your right heel. Find that modified side plank. Again, taking a few rounds of breath here to stretch it out. Maybe taking those big circles with your arm, little circles with your wrist. Reach your right arm back to the sky. Start to rise up to your gate pose on this side. And then take your right hand to the outside of your right leg. Stretch your left arm up and over, finding that counter stretch here. Roll your left shoulder up and back. Maybe lift your gaze. Inhale back through your gate pose. Exhale, left hand down to the mat. Begin to lift your right leg, kick through your heel. Bend your right knee and reach your right hand to catch the outside of your right foot this time, finding that quad stretch in your leg, that shoulder opening on the right side. One more breath in. Exhale, release your bind, come back to your tabletop. Inhale to tuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips high to the sky. Lengthen out your legs, maybe pedal out your feet side to side. Finding whatever movement feels good to you in your downward facing dog. And then start to settle into stillness here. Spread your fingers out super wide. Grip them down into the mat. And tilt your tailbone up a little higher towards the sky. Inhale to gaze forward. Exhale, ragdoll. Walk your feet up behind your hands. You can keep a nice wide stance. Deep bend in your knees. Maybe you grab opposite hand to opposite elbow and find a little movement side to side. You might shake your head yes, shake your head no. Releasing some tension here in your low back, in your neck, in your jaw. Start to release your hands down to the mat. You can leave your feet apart or scoot them closer together. And on your next breath in, slowly roll yourself all the way up to stand. And reach your arms overhead, finding extended mountain pose. Drive down into both feet. Hug your belly button in towards your spine. Relax your shoulders down your back. Take a breath in. Exhale, side bend to the right. Catch your left wrist with your right hand. Pull over to the right. Send your hips to the left. One more breath in. One more breath out. Inhale back to mountain. Exhale, side bend to the left. Pull your right wrist up and over. One more breath in and out. Inhale, mountain, reach high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Bring your hands to your shins or your thighs. Pause here. Roll your shoulders back, shoulder blades together behind you. Send the crown of your head forward over the top of your mat. Take one more breath in. Exhale, high plank. Plant your hands. Dip your feet to the back of your mat. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower halfway down. Hug your elbows to ribs. Inhale, upward facing dog. Roll to the tops of your feet. Extend your arms. Pause here for one more breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll take that breath to movement. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or jump to the top. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, bend to the left. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. First time here, you might bend your knees, stack and open up your hips, finding circles in one direction and then the other. Re-extend your leg behind you. Take a breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Step your right foot between your hands. Keep your left hand planted. Inhale, right arm high, easy twist. Come up high onto your back toes. Spin open through your right shoulder. Maybe take your gaze up above your lifted hand. We've got a little bit of a funky shape next. Keeping your arms exactly where they are, find Shiva squat in your legs. Pull your left knee behind your right, squeezing your heel up and in toward your glutes. Take your gaze down to the top of your mat, and then slow and with control, open up to half moon. Extend your left leg behind you. Take your right hand down and your left arm high. You can find a block underneath your right hand here or keep it floating. Maybe use your fingertips on the mat. Ground down into your right foot. Peel your left hip up and open. Really kick through your lifted leg. Take one more breath in. Exhale, end it down. Goddess squat. Bend into both knees. You might bring your hands to heart center. Shift a little bit side to side. Aim to sink your hips down in line with your knees, and then press your knees out and away from each other. One more breath in. One more breath out. Inhale, star pose. Extend your legs, reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Maybe you wiggle out your hips, your wrists, your fingertips. We're taking this to the back of the mat. One more breath in. Exhale to the back, crescent plane. Bend into your left knee, hinge your torso to hover over your left thigh, and sweep your arms behind you. Come up high onto your right toes, lifting your right heel like you're about to launch off, and then find more length through the back of your neck, the crown of your head. Pull your shoulders back. Inhale, warrior two. Land on your right heel. Spin your arms open. You can surf it out here for a breath or two, or just settle in to that bend in your left knee. Roll your weight into the outside edge of your left foot. Press your left knee out and open. One more inhale. Exhale, Skandasana to the front of your mat. Bend your right knee, sink your hips down. Again, you can bring your hands to your heart. You have a few rounds of breath. If you want to take a side body stretch, maybe bend in and out of your right knee. Find whatever feels good to you here. Coming back to stillness in Skandasana. Plant your left hand at the top of your mat. Side plank. Spin around. Step your right foot back to meet your left, or maybe float it up for a side plank star or another variation. One more breath in. Exhale, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Again, maybe bending your knees, stack and open up your hips. Find some movement on this side. Take a circle one way and then the other. Come back to your three-legged dog. Take a breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Step your foot between your hands. Right hand grounds down. Inhale, easy twist. Sweep your left arm up. Then aim to square your hips to your mat. So nudge your right hip up in line with your left, finding that rotation through your core and your shoulders. Take another breath in. Exhale, revolve to Shiva squat. Keep your right hand down. Bring your right knee behind your left. Squeeze your heel up and in. Either flex your toes or point them. Take your gaze down. Slow and with control, open up half moon. Left hand down, right arm high, extend your right leg behind you. Really use the stability and the muscle engagement in your grounded leg to keep you steady. Then roll the right side of your body up and open to stack over your left. One more breath in. Exhale, goddess squat, land it down. You can stay right here, maybe shifting side to side. Option to take your hands onto your knees, finding some shoulder dips, a little bit of a twist. On an inhale, star pose. Straighten your legs, your arms, reach out high. Find another couple of breaths here. You might take a shoulder stretch overhead. Reach high, breathe in. Exhale to the back, crescent plane. Bend your right knee, roll onto your left toes, hinge forward and airplane your arms. Think up dog in your chest. Lift a little more through your heart. Pull the back of your hands up towards the sky. Inhale, warrior two. Cartwheel your arms open. Land down on your back heel. Again, that option to surf it out for a breath or two, or just settle on in. Sending your right knee out over your right pinky toe. Sink your hips a little lower towards your mat. Arms actively reaching in opposite directions. One more breath in. Exhale, Skandasana to the front. Bend your left knee, sink your hips down. And again, you have a few breaths here. If you want to explore your pose, find some movement, a side body stretch, maybe a half bind. And then come back to your Skandasana. Plant your right hand at the top of your mat, side plank. Step your left foot back to meet your right. You can hover it, you can stack it, you can always drop a knee down. Squeeze through your obliques and lift. One more breath in. Exhale, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And we'll take that breath to movement. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, easy twist. Exhale, revolved Shiva squat. Inhale, half moon. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, star. Exhale to the back, crescent plane. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, Skandasana. Inhale, side plank, left hand down. Exhale, high to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, easy twist. Exhale, revolved Shiva squat. Inhale, half moon. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, star. Exhale to the back, crescent plane. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, Skandasana to the front. Right hand down, side plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to add on some balance challenges. We'll get started the same way. Listen for change. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, low lunge, step it through. Inhale, easy twist. Exhale, revolve Shiva squat. Here's your change. Inhale, revolve, half moon. Extend both legs. Maybe bring a block underneath your left hand. Kick your left heel out behind you. Aim to straighten through your leg, keeping your hips squared to the mat. Then find that rotation through your core. Rotate your right shoulder open. Really reach it through your right hand. Take your gaze down. Bring a slight bend into your standing leg. Open up to half moon. Switch out your arms. Open up your hips as you lift your left hand high. Option for Chipasana. Bend into your left knee. Reach your left hand back to catch the outside edge of your foot or your ankle. And when you find your bind, maybe you can lift your bottom hand up off of the mat. Maybe you can bring your hand to your heart. Or keep it on a block to support you. Again, bring a little bit of a bend into your standing leg. Move to one-legged mountain. Square off your hips, release your bind, and lift your left knee up in line with your right. One more balancing shape on this side, tree pose. Bring your left foot to the inside of your right leg. It can come to your thigh. You can bring it down to your shin or all the way down to your ankle using your toes as a kickstand. And then take your hands where you want. They can come to heart center. You can bring them to your hips. Maybe grow your branches tall or find a bind. Steady yourself into your standing leg. Press your left knee out and open towards the left. Take one more breath in. Exhale, feet together, hands to heart. Inhale, mountain, reach high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chandrasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And we'll take that over to the left. Inhale, left leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, easy twist. Exhale, revolved Shiva squat. Inhale, revolved half moon. Extend your right leg behind you, straighten your standing leg. Again, maybe bringing a block underneath your right hand to help you square off your hips and find a little more lift through your heart. Then kick your right heel away from the crown of your head, finding more length through the back line of your body. Take your gaze down and then slowly open up to half moon. When you arrive in your half moon, option for Tripadasana, sugar cane, bending into your right leg, pulling it in towards your chest to find that bind. Right hand to the outside of your right foot. If you fall out of it, that is okay. You can get back in it. You have a few more rounds of breath here. Bring that little micro bend into your standing leg and slowly come to your one-legged mountain, releasing your bind along the way. Find your stability in your standing leg, and then find your tree pose. Bring your right foot to the inside of your leg. Your variation on this side does not have to be the same. You can take something different with your arms. You can take your leg to a different height. Listen to your body, take what you need. One more breath in. One more breath out. Feet together. Inhale, mountain, reach high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, half pigeon. Bring your right knee behind your right wrist. Set your shin up parallel-ish to the top edge of your mat. You can stay lifted on your hands, or if it feels okay, you can start to crawl your hands forward, melting your chest down over your leg. You can find a block under your arms, under your forehead, or maybe even under your hip. Allow your breath to slow down and your heart rate to come down here. Option to stay exactly as you are. Or you can take this into a quad stretch, pressing up onto your hands. You might scoot your left hip forward a bit and then bend into your left knee, reaching your left arm back to find that bind. Just one more breath in. Exhale to release your bind. Tuck your back toes. And just dip yourself back to your downward facing dog. Maybe you pedal it out. If you want a three-legged dog, nice counter stretch, take what you need. Then we'll find that on the left. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, half pigeon. Left knee behind your left wrist. Take your time here to square off your hips. And then if you want to on this side, start to crawl your arms forward. A few more rounds of breath. You can stay or begin to lift yourself up onto your hands to find that quad stretch on this side. Bending your right knee, reaching your right arm behind you to find your bind. One more breath in. Exhale to release your foot back. This time, roll onto your left hip. Swing your right leg out in front of you. And roll yourself all the way onto your back. You might pull your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little rock side to side. If there are any other shapes that you want here, a happy baby, legs up the wall, maybe a supine twist, you can take that now. Otherwise, find your way into your Shavasana, allowing your arms, your legs to go long. When you arrive in your Shavasana, I encourage you to stay here for as long as you have time. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.